So I will just run through the because I'm not sure there was any. You asked me any question. You didn't ask me.
All right.
You were
All
making
right.
some statements, but
Yes, I just made. I
I'm not
made.
sure
I
that
made.
the points that I
Yeah,
made.
I made.
Did
Yeah.
you? So I was asking you if you see. So your point, you are not saying the evolution did not occur. You're saying that
Yeah.
your counter argument is that evolution occurred. So all the evidence, all what I said is true. But you're saying that
No, you cannot. Yes.
what is not true. You're
Yeah.
okay.
Telling me that a complex being like a human being
Yeah.
actually originated from a unicellular organism, simple organism. It's a problem. Okay, that's where our problem is.
Um. The issue here is what what scientific evidence? Yes, you can give. There are anecdotal evidence or experiential evidence in science. Those do not count as scientific evidence. And people, there are different kinds of what people consider evidence, which is not valid evidence. Okay. Um, you want to have something that is testable, that we can independently test, we can observe, we can reproduce in one way or the other. So you want to have that. Okay.
That,
You
yeah, I'm saying that there are actually four ways of analyzing truth. Okay, it can either be experimental, which means that it's scientific, which means that it can be it's reproducible at any time, at any place. All right. The next thing is that it can be historic knowledge, historic truth, right? History.
okay?
And then the last one is experiential experience, our
No.
experience.
Experience is
Our
opinion. Experience
experience.
cannot be true.
No, it's not. No, don't say. When I say experience, I'm talking about our daily, day-to-day experiences, all right,
Yeah,
in life.
those are
Yes,
people's
that's what I'm
opinion.
not talking about your personal experience. Maybe you walked along the line, you saw. No, I'm talking about what we see every day happening. Okay, that's talk about experience. It could be, all right. It can be a truth.
Okay, there's in a way it can be a truth, but the first two they're good, except the last one you want to be very careful with the so-called experiential truth. Because I
Yes.
could just give you one example about the whole notion of revelation, where people talk about I've experienced Christ, and the others say I've experienced Muhammad, and then these two entities are quite different. And to these people, these things are very true to them, and they say this is my truth. Is that a
No,
universal truth?
no, we are talking about something that which I experience and you experience too, not something that is independently experienced. No, like for example, when you start on when you put your hand in fire, you get hot. That one is it's an experience. It's a universal experience. That's something from experience. That's a truthful can be
Okay,
gotten from experience. Yes,
okay.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
in a way, you that will boil back down to scientific truth, because we know what happens when you put your hand on the fire. We know the biology, we know what happens. So that's science again.
So my argument still stands, all right. Where is the creation, all right, in evolution? That's my question still stands.
Why should you presume a creation? Why should you ask for a creation?
Because we are talking about the origin of something.
Does every origin require a creation? Is there some law that says that every origin must require a creator?
All right, all right. I want to ask you this question, all right. I want to give me one thing, okay, one example of one thing which just happens spontaneously. There's no intelligent mind behind it. One.
Evolution occurs without any intelligence guiding it. Evolution is
So
guided by environmental selective pressures, random mutation, survival of the organism's survival in its environment, and of
the
course
question
the
is, boy,
DNA.
where is the creation in the whole show? That's the question you're still asking. Okay.
You
In other
asked me to
words,
give you an example of one. I've just given you, and you're asking me
no,
it
you haven't
doesn't
said anything.
it
You
doesn't
haven't said anything.
require
You
the
haven't said
whole
anything
process.
because
Yes.
it's irrational to say that something came from nothing. That's what you're saying.
What have I said? What is the something that has come from nothing?
If you say, okay, things actually evolved over time. The question is, it still boils down to Darwin's view, okay, that we have a common ancestry. It definitely means that where did this common ancestry originate? Right? The question he hasn't still answered. All right.
I'm gonna give you a fact. You have, I don't know if you're asking a question or it's a rhetorical question or it's a question to get a response from it.
It's a question to get the response. Where
Okay.
right, in evolution. The question
when you take evolution far back, we get into a point where we ask ourselves, what is the most common, the general common ancestor? Of course, it's difficult to pinpoint exactly the nature, the structure of this common ancestor. But there is one of the I think the most popular theories right now, which is called the RNA world theory,
which was disproved in the University of Cambridge. They conducted an experiment, and that was actually they actually disproved that it's not true.
Disprove
Yeah.
what?
The RNA world type is called a hypothesis, not a theory even.
Yeah, the hypothesis. Yeah.
It's still called a hypothesis. A hypothesis is just a truth claim. It's a truth claim. You need evidence to support it.
Yes, it is a hypothesis, but it is an indicator that something can be built around that. Now, this is a cutting edge of science, and scientists are pushing the boundary to find out what exactly happened. And here comes some other people who say, I know exactly what happened. Without any research, without any evidence. I will address the things that you call evidence that I know. And they say, some creator, some intelligent mind, you call it, I understand that your understanding of God is an intangible mind. Now, I don't know how an intangible mind creates, I don't know at what level will you say the Homo sapien was the Homo sapien created as the Homo sapien, or was it created as Homo habilis or Homo erectus, then evolved? And
it was created as Homo sapien, and over the years it's been evolving.
So there wasn't any Homo erectus. There wasn't. There are no human subspecies in which the Homo sapien evolved from. Is that what you're saying?
Those species, okay, they have their own class. All right, they have their own lineage.
So humans share no relationship with. Humans did not evolve from, for example, Homo erectus.
Yes, we did not evolve from them.
Is that your opinion, or is that what you're saying?
That is a scientific truth. I'll give you an example of the
that it is a scientific truth that humans did not evolve from Homo erectus.
Yes, I'll give you an example of the Neanderthals. The Neanderthals were a good example.
Forget about the Neanderthals. Forget about it.
Africa, they don't have their genome.
The Neanderthals
they have 2% of their genome. Why? That's the question.
The Neanderthals might be local to Europe. Let's keep the Neanderthals in a box for a moment.
Why do we keep them aside?
I've asked you, we can bring it forward, we can discuss about it. We can discuss about the Neanderthal. I'm asking you a different question, which is very important.
Yes.
Are you saying the Homo sapien did not evolve from Homo erectus? I could pick Homo habilis. Let's pick Homo erectus. You are saying that the Homo erectus is not a human subspecies of Homo sapien.
They are not. They are not. I'm not saying that they did not exist. All right. I'm saying that they are not a subspecies of Homo sapiens.
I think we might. I'm not sure if we should. I don't know if we should continue this debate. I don't know if we should continue this debate because You are a medical, Cedric, you studied medicine, right? We were in medical school,
Yes,
right?
absolutely
You're a
correct.
medical doctor you're a medical doctor, right? You understand the human, you studied evolution. You are what we call, you are the people,
No, the fact,
the
no, this is a
intellect
problem.
of the
This is a
society.
problem. This is a problem we have. Okay, this is a problem we have mostly in our system of education back here. You are told something, okay, and you ask no question, you just follow it. Now, everything that we read, all right, what happened is that we decide to go back, ask certain pertinent questions about those things, all right, and then we come to a logical conclusion. It's very irrational, very, very irrational. So I've told you that all those Charles Darwin's, they never had the technologies we have today, all right, to study certain things. We have a lot of technological improvement, so many things to actually disprove certain events which were accepted, all right, long time ago. So that gives us an added advantage to Charles Darwin. All right, we actually taught what about those theories, okay, we're taught about them, as well as they also taught us the technologies we have today and how those technologies which we have, okay, has tried to explain and disprove some of the beliefs in those days. So it doesn't mean that I should believe what was accepted in those days, all right, and nowadays, all right, the evidence is not there, all right. In our days, we looked at what they believed then as a truth statement.
So
We have tried to explain those truth statements, all right, but we were not able. What we found, all right, is completely different from the truth claims. So it definitely means that we have to discard it. We definitely have to discard it. We don't swallow it because
okay, let's
it's something that was set forward by.
let me ask you a different question. Let me ask you a different question. Are humans, are we distant cousins with chimpanzees and bonobos?
What do you mean by?
Do we share similarity in our DNA? The human, the Homo sapien. Does the Homo sapien share this level of similarity at the level of the DNA with the chimpanzee and the bonobo?
They share similarity in their DNA. Yes, accept.
Are you okay? Are you also saying, would you say that the human, the Homo sapien, doesn't have a subspecies?
And what is that subspecies?
I could give you a list of different human subspecies. Homo erectus, Homo habilis, the Neanderthals, local to Europe, which addresses the point you were raising. That's why I wanted to, the Neanderthals, but not universal, local to Europe. Africa, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, and Afarensis. Let me just use this theory. None of these,
Okay.
you say that none of these are a human species.
Okay. Now let me give you the trending. What is trending now? The trending hypothesis as far as the origin of human is concerned, scientifically, all right, what they believe, all right. The biologist evolutionists, okay, this is biological evolutionists. This is what they believe. They believe that humans, okay, like you rightly said, they actually this is what is trending. They actually believe, all right.
What is trending?
It's a belief.
What are you talking? I want on social media. What is trending?
Well, it's
what
the
is
most
scientific fact?
It's not a fact, okay, because
okay,
it's still
hypothesis. Are you talking? You want to present a hypothesis?
Yes, it's still a truth claim. It's still a truth claim. They haven't provided us with evidence yet. It's just a truth claim. That's why I keep talking about it. I have used the word trending. It's a claim.
Okay.
Right? Which most of them accept. It's a claim. This is what they claim. They claim that, all right, humans actually originated from Africa. That's what they claim. All right. It's from Africa that all of us that humans originated. That over time, all right, they through the process of natural selection, all right, they have been evolving, all right, and then they then move on to Europe and other parts of the world. Now, when they get to Europe and other parts of the world, okay, what happens is that humans, all right? Humans in Europe and Asia, okay, some of them actually met, okay, with the Neanderthals, all right? And that's why you have species, all right, in Europe and Asia with who have 2% of the Neanderthals genome. That's what they say. That's what is trending now. Now it's just a true claim. Now the problem is that they should give us, okay, we haven't found, all right, evidence, all right, to prove their claim. So it's not yet a fact. It's not a scientific fact. All what science is doing as far as the origin of human is concerned, they are just claims,
What do you mean?
hypotheses.
What when comparative anatomy is done, when comparative DNA analysis is done to establish how, the question is, how did they establish that a Homo erectus is a human subspecies? How did they know? Is it magic? How do they know? Because I know there's a lot of magic with the other side. There is a lot of things appearing and disappearing. Because if I begin to ask you now how, because I know we've had a discussion, your understanding of the God is a mind, right? A disembodied mind without any anatomy. And if I begin to ask you how this mind begins to create the Homo sapien, because you are refusing.
The question is, how does an architect creates, all right, let's say a building like how do they call it? Okay, how does an architect create a building like the White House?
An architect has a mind, he has hands, or someone can help him. You can design a simulation in a computer, you can draw it on a piece of paper.
Yes, there are architects who don't have hands, okay, but they have the mind. Okay,
but someone has to be there to translate it, right?
They can do it without anybody.
How can you simulate your design if you don't have a hand and you don't have you cannot interact with maybe some computer that you can give in the input to get the simulation? How can
there is a mind, the voice is there, you can talk, can tell the computer, do this, the computer does it for you. The mind is there. What is the mind is the mind.
There is some form of interaction, right?
There is an interaction. And what is important about that interaction is the mind. All right. It's not the hand, the foot.
The mind is there, but you have to communicate either your hand or the mouth, as you said in this case, using the voice.
Yes.
Okay. How does your disembodied mind, I mean the God, I'm talking about the way you understand God, a disembodied powerful mind, intelligent powerful mind, create the Homo sapien? 1 second, please.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, I'm on board now.
Sorry about that. Yes. Sorry.
Yes, I can get you clearly.
Yeah, I think we should. Sorry about that. That was just a call. I think let me just address this your point because we can go. You should. I was really surprised when you said that, because this is what you said is anti-scientific. And your background, I was quite I'm shocked. Your background is a science background. You're a medical doctor who understands biology, and to be saying this is I was a little bit, and that's why I paused.
It's not. I keep telling you that the fact that somebody made a truth claim hundreds of people have been believing it, all right, doesn't make it to be true. Okay,
it doesn't make it exactly. It doesn't make it to be true. So you're saying, okay, what there's
no evidence, okay, about a truth claim, all right, it's of no use. It's just a hypothesis, just an intelligent statement. That's just all.
So are you saying all the evolutionary work that has been done to establish scientifically that the human subspecies, the human subspecies,
read it very well, they'll tell you that all of these, they are still hypotheses.
That's
what they'll tell you.
All of what?
All of the things all of what they're telling you, that human beings actually originate, all right, all living organisms have a common ancestry. It's just a hypothesis.
Are you saying Charles Darwin's theory of evolution is just a hypothesis?
It is a hypothesis.
Oh
it is
God.
not. They should provide us. He doesn't have. I'll ask you a question. Give me evidence, all right, which points to his theory of evolution that all living organisms have a common ancestry. You should give us that evidence.
Haven't
evidence?
Haven't I provided evidence? Haven't I provided the points that I made here? When I talked about DNA, I talked about comparative anatomy.
Comparative anatomy, genetics, and whatever, all right? What happened? There is still doubt. There is still doubt. The genetic experts are still in doubt that this theory that was postulated.
It doesn't mean it is a hypothesis.
It's contradicting the findings which they are getting in the lab.
It doesn't mean it's a hypothesis. It's a hypothesis.
Why should we believe? Why should I believe a hypothesis? It
doesn't mean if there are gaps, if there are some small patches.
It's just like you are a let's say you are an evangelist, a Christian evangelist, and you come to tell me that somebody died, was buried, and he rose from the dead. That's a truth claim. Give me evidence, okay, to show that this man truly died, was buried, and he rose. Then we'll believe you. That's the whole point behind this argument. It's not about just stating facts, okay, stating hypotheses. No, it's about giving evidence to those hypotheses. That's the argument.
Did I mention the evidence for evolution by natural selection?
I haven't gotten any evidence by you stating that human, because the question still boils the origin of humans, that all living creatures, all right, have a common ancestry. That is a heart of evolution by Charles Darwin. The question is, that's a hypothesis. Now, give us
at that level. Yes, the thing is, once you get the hypothesis, which is at the level of the RNA war theory,
which has been proven to be wrong.
You cannot prove a hypothesis to be wrong.
It is wrong. It is wrong. It has been proven to be wrong. They conducted an experiment in the University of Cambridge.
You cannot prove a hypothesis to be wrong.
They created a hypothesis.
You only failed to prove a hypothesis right. You cannot prove a hypothesis wrong. I don't know if you did some statistics.
Statistics
says null hypothesis. You know about the null hypothesis.
It's an alternative hypothesis.
And all of those things. Voila. You know that you cannot.
Now, what happens is that if you provide evidence, all right, to support a hypothesis, right? If you can provide evidence, all right, if your evidence match up with your hypothesis, all right, you say you accept, you agree, okay? So that is an alternative hypothesis. Now, if it doesn't match, all right, with your findings on board, okay, you call it a null hypothesis, okay, which means that your hypothesis has been nullified. Okay,
no, what does it mean? Does it mean it's wrong?
It definitely means that if you have a null hypothesis, if you hypothesize something and your facts do not match up with the hypothesis, all right, what happens is they discard it.
No, what does it mean? I will ask you one question. Does it mean you failed to prove the positive, the affirmative, or it means it's wrong?
You fail to prove it, all right?
That's what they say. And so those things are important.
Failing to prove that definitely means that you are wrong.
Really? That's
your understanding? That's what it means. If you fail to prove that this is this, all right, it means that you are wrong. If you instead prove that this is that, it definitely means that your previous hypothesis was wrong. You are wrong about it. So it's rejected. So they throw it aside. So those who are still hanging on to the DNA hypothesis, the RNA hypothesis, then there's a problem somewhere. It's the problem somewhere. If you cannot give us evidence, all right, to show that, all right, the human, all right, can be traced down to unicellular organism, then
why do humans share the same similarity? Why do humans share DNA with other living organisms? Why Why do humans share DNA with other organisms? Different level of similarity with DNA with other organisms.
Humans they share something in common, all right? Does not necessarily mean that they actually originated, all right, from the same things.
The question is, why do they share?
That's a question I have to be. I'm asked that. That's
No,
a question I am asking you.
you're answering a different question. You're saying that they share doesn't mean I haven't said this is I haven't said that because humans share this different level of similarity at the level of DNA with other organisms, it implies something. I'm asking you a very specific question. Why do humans share different level of similarity at the level of DNA with different organisms?
Okay, I'll answer you this way. I'll put it this way. All right, they were created, all right, differently, all right, by the same mind.
Created by the same mind. Okay.
It's
how was this creation?
Rational to think that way.
How did this creation occur?
I can't explain to you how it occurred because I didn't create it.
But you know that a mind created it.
And a mind created the evidence. The evidence are pointing to a mind creating it.
How do you
evidence
know? How do you know that the mind created it?
I've stated the evidence already. I gave you four evidence.
How do you know that an intangible mind? Where have we seen an intangible mind?
That's why I say I cannot prove the mind. Okay, proving that mind, all right, it's not possible.
So how do you know? How do you know things?
Wait, can you see?
Can you see the two? Can you see the two angels on my shoulder dancing now? Can you see them?
I can't see them.
They are there.
Yes, and there's no evidence, all right, showing that there are angels dancing on your shoulder. Can you prove to me that you have a mind? You cannot prove. You can only give me evidence by the way you speak, by the way you reason, by the way you do things. You can.
Let me address your points that you make. Let me address the points that you make.
You can only give evidence, okay, to support that. That's what science does.
What is your evidence that humans were created?
I've given you four of those arguments: order and design, all right, of things, love, all right. I've talked about that's free will, in other words.
Hold up. Order and design, right? You say
yes.
Order. Does God have order and design? Is God orderly and is God designed?
They not talk about humans, okay? The way humans
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. Is God
design?
Is God ordered? Is God ordered? Is God orderly and designed?
God is not designed. We are designed.
Is God ordered? Is God disorder or order?
We are designed and there is a order, which definitely means that there is a mind, okay, behind our being. That's what I'm saying.
I'm asking you a question and you're saying you just say something completely different. I'm asking you if God is ordered and designed.
God is not designed, okay? And God is not designed. We are designed.
Is he ordered?
We are designed.
Is God ordered or disordered?
We are, like I said, okay, I can't show you that this is God. I can't prove that, okay? But the evidence which we have, okay, points that, okay, there is an intelligent mind behind everything we have. That's what I'm saying. I want to be.
You said God is not designed.
You said yes. God is not designed. We are designed.
What about order?
Okay, and we are ordered.
What about order? Is God ordered?
Operation of things.
Is God ordered?
So all of that requires an intelligent mind. Okay,
is
we
God
cannot
ordered?
Be ordered, okay, by spontaneous processes. No.
Is God ordered?
I don't know. I can't tell you if he's ordered or not. But I can tell you that humans are ordered.
How do you know he's not designed?
Well, he's not designed, okay, because he is the designer.
What do you mean he's not designed? When take for example a watchmaker. A watchmaker that is a designer of the watch. Is that watchmaker designed? Yes, right?
Yes.
Yes.
With respect,
even though
With respect to the watch,
designer of the
watchmaker
watch
is not
is
designed.
designed, right? So
With respect to the
designers
watch,
of things can also be designed. Is that true?
with respect to the watch, he's
But
not designed.
I'm
The
asking you
designer is not
general
designed.
stuff.
No,
Designers of things can also be designed. Is that true?
designers of things can also be designed.
Okay.
Very true.
God designed things, right? He can also be designed. Is that true?
He is not designed.
He
can
can also be designed. Is that true?
Yes, but he is not designed.
The fact that he can also be designed shows that it's possible that he can be designed. You don't know if he's, how do you know that he's not designed?
The problem is, give your evidence. What are the evidence that he can be designed? That's the question you're asking. Saying that he can be designed, it's an intelligent statement. That's a hypothesis.
It's not on me. It's on you who is saying that
I'm telling
you have a designer.
If God is designed, then he's not God.
That is not an answer to the question. It's just a secular. Why do you come to the conclusion that God is not designed, or that God doesn't need a designer?
He doesn't need a designer because he is God. He is eternal. He exists out of time. All right. He's not bounded by time and matter and space. He's not bounded by them. So he's not designed.
What do you mean by not bounded by space, matter, and time? And how do you know this? How do you know that God is not bounded? Do you know what exists beyond space, matter, and time? Do you know the different entities that exist beyond space, matter, and time?
We don't know.
Sorry.
We don't know all the evidence that's pointing. We don't know. But then, all the evidence that's pointing is that
you just made a statement about an entity that exists beyond space and time. Right?
Yes, he's not bounded by space and time.
So I'm asking you, how do you know? It seems as if you know some information that goes beyond space and time. You probably know some very advanced. You know some very advanced information.
That's the only information you know about space and time. That there's an intelligent mind that exists beyond space and time. That is what I know.
You know things that exist beyond space and time. I'm saying that you know some very important, an information that could get you a Nobel Prize in physics.
That's the only information I know about space and time.
That information itself can get you a Nobel Prize in physics. Do you know that?
If it gets me a Nobel Prize, no problem. That's not an issue. But what I'm saying is
that you know an entity that exists beyond space and time, and you're saying it so confidently. This is this is mind-blowing to any science, even to Sir Roger Penrose. It would be really interesting to get more from you about this entity that exists beyond space and time. Are you doubtful of this information that you have, or you're quite sure? Yeah. Hello? You see, these people just, it's a waste of time, man.